Let's talk about what I was just mentioning on Robinhood, really the epitome of all the bullishness we have seen in markets. How much longer can this continue? Hard question, but maybe not so hard.
Well, I don't think it's a hard question. There's this desire to say the markets are big. There must be a lot of speculation, and therefore, things look expensive. But in reality, the markets are up because earnings are up. If you look at the suite of tech companies, which is about 45% of the market, they're up 27% this year, which is an enormous number. 22% of that 27 is in better earnings. And so as long as the underlying businesses that are driving these stocks are doing well, and there's all indications they will, then the market goes higher. The other thing you were talking about, you were mentioning Robinhood, but the financials are experiencing terrific success in this environment. The financials I think are growing year over year at something like 23 to 24%. The rest of the market, and you're talking about, what about the general households? Typical consumer stocks, typical industrial companies, energy, staples, and the like, they're up only 2 to 4%. So it's really two entirely separate stories driving the market.
And as at the core of results out of Robinhood, and of course, like I mentioned, Coinbase about a week ago, a strong quarter of their own, it's crypto. We've seen crypto move up and to the right pretty much all year. It's had a pullback the past 2 weeks, but by and large, this is going to likely go down as a very good year for all things crypto.
100%. I mean, Robinhood is crypto trading revenue was up over 300% year over year. They have tools like crypto staking, Bitstamp. That's the exchange, the European crypto exchange that they acquired last year. That's integral to their push into Europe. Tokenized stocks in Europe, those products that they're offering there. I mean, they are firing on all cylinders when it comes to crypto. And I will say that also their banking rollout as well, those banking features as well. I mean, I was talking to an EY blockchain analyst yesterday that was telling me crypto platforms are becoming more like banks. Banks are becoming like crypto platforms. This is the sort of vision of Robinhood. In 10 years, they want about half the revenue to come from outside the US, and they want everyone to put all their assets into their wallets, their Robinhood wallets, and to be investing and saving and everything all in one place. And these are some of the features that they've been one after the other rolling out over the last year. And this is why you're seeing the stock. It's been the best performer of the S&P 500 this year, and it was just included in the S&P 500 in September.
Ines, you got a lot going on. You're stuck on the show with me every day. You're ordering Costco frozen pizzas. I know you're a big fan of that. Talking to EY blockchain analysts. I didn't even know EY had that as part of their business. Brooke, I know you're following what Robinhood has done for prediction markets. They were really talking a lot about this on the earnings call. Another key area of growth for them, and it sure sounds like it could be a big business. And again, epitomizes everything we have seen in the markets this year.
Brian, I think this is really important for Robinhood as it establishes itself in the prediction markets. Vlad kind of saying on the call that prediction markets are really on fire, and Robinhood really taking hold of where they stand within this market, especially as Polymarket is getting ready to re-enter the U.S. And on their call last night, he went on to say that they entered this during the presidential election just last year. Now they doubled volume every quarter since then to 2.3 billion contracts in Q3. And in the month of October alone, that was up to 2.5 billion contracts. And it's not just sports, he said. It's economics, it's politics, it's culture. They really love being early to this new asset class. And they said that it's a massive opportunity with different assets. Also, Bernstein really holding importance to this as well. They said that prediction markets could be a large business for Robinhood. That's not even in the current estimates just yet. And once again, this is important for Robinhood to really establish itself as Polymarket re-enters the U.S. And as you could see here, Robinhood needs to keep the momentum going. It's up more than 267% year to date. And so these new welcoming of these new different opportunities for Robinhood really seems to be a key driver of this momentum here.
Jonathan, you've seen a lot of cycles in your time covering markets. What do you make about some of these new tools like prediction markets? Is this a good thing for markets overall?
I mean, more information is always better. I'm not sure whether the fact that people can wager on them, I'm not sure how to handicap or think about that. But I will tell you that for me to be able to say, how are people viewing an election? How are people viewing an outcome of some type of an event is extremely helpful for me in making all kinds of decisions. And when a bunch of economists or academics make predictions, it's one thing. But when people are putting real dollars in place and you're doing it over an extraordinarily large number of people, there's really useful information to me as a strategist and to a lot of investors. As a business, it's not. I don't. It's not really my area of expertise in terms of looking at what the revenue potential is. But it's, in terms of the economy and the kind of jobs that people like me do, super, super helpful and useful.